This is Ratner Rock Doc here on WDST Radio Woodstock with another episode of This Week in Rock with support from Transcend Dental and my friend, the amazing dentist and rock star Bruce Milner. Visit Transcend Dental, his stunning new office at 2 Maverick Road on the corner of Maverick Road and Route 375. On May 26th, Lenny Kravitz turned 61 years old. Lenny grew up in a showbiz family. His father was a TV producer and his mother an actress. And by the time he was 5 years old, Lenny had decided he wanted to be a musician. Kravitz grew up listening to the music his parents listened to, R&B, jazz, classical, opera, gospel, and blues, and was grateful that his parents were very supportive of the fact that he loved music early on and exposed him to music of all kinds. At the age of 10, his parents moved to L.A., where Lenny was introduced to rock and roll. Kravitz already played the drums, and after hearing groups like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and Led Zeppelin, Lenny taught himself to play piano and bass. By 1988, Kravitz was back in New York City living in a loft over Broome Street. He had written the expression "Let Love Rule" on the wall next to the elevator because it was something he was thinking. According to Kravitz, "I love the phrase. One day I got off the elevator and saw it and thought I should write a song called Let Love Rule. I went into the apartment, grabbed a guitar, and wrote it. It just hit me." Lenny always intended to be in a band. However, as he relates, when it came time to record the song, that's not the way it worked out.
I really wanted a band. I really wanted to be in a band. I wanted that experience. I used to watch, documentaries about bands, and it looks so fun. It looked like a big party in the studio. And everyone's hanging out, and it's wild. And well, that didn't happen. So I was getting ready to make Let Love Rule. Didn't have a record deal. Was doing it on my own, and I was looking for musicians. And I would have musicians come down, and they weren't quite doing what I was hearing. And my engineer said, "Why don't you just do it yourself? I've heard you playing all the instruments. You can do this." And I thought, well, that's boring, though. I don't want to just be in here by myself. But that's what ended up happening, and I thought maybe that would just be a one-time situation. But it became my passion. It became my sound, the sound of the band, and I still do it to this day.
Lenny has had multiple hit singles and won the Grammy Award for Best Male Rock Vocal Performance 4 years in a row from 1999 through 2002. Okay, let's listen. From his debut album, Lenny Kravitz and Let Love Rule.
Love.